Hasn't touched it at all. Ooh, just absolutely hammered it down. But you can just see there is tons and tons of voids. At least a couple of minutes, just like what looks like cocaine, but it's not. Nah, mate, yesterday. Absolute gem when it's done, this. Ooh, do away with it. Landed in a big dollar pump floor. Back in Bridlington today. Cleaning and roof repairs and everything else that we're doing. Let's go and have a look. Upstairs, we've managed to have a look at the roof detail a bit better now. Kind of get an understanding of what's happening with the gutter and the roof and everything. Just one thing I want to show you in here. Up there, there's a part just there, and that is the outlet for the gutter, the parapet gutter on the roof. And we think that that's knackered, and that's what's causing all this water ingress and all this plaster to be having issues around here. All this down here and over there in the corner is all the gutter as well. We'll go up in a minute and have a look, but there is no flashing. What they've done is just put a rubber up and left it there, and that's what's causing all this issue around here and down this wall. So that needs sorting out. We'll go up and have a look and we'll see what we can do with that. Just went out that window and then fell on the way back through because I put my foot on there and give way, landed in a big dollar pump floor. Scratch all my wrist up, but should know better than putting my foot on a rotten piece of timber on a window. See this big tide mark down here? Well, this is an old chimney and there's some water getting through from the top side. Just had a look at it now. Looks all right. We might take the chimney down or just repair it. I'm not too concerned about that at the minute. There is a bit, I've just been out that window, there is a bit of work to do out there. Oh, we'll go out and have a look. This is said chimney. You can see a bit of greenery coming out of it. Bit of grass in the back of it. That's not going to be helping. We'll have to get into it and have a look. There's no overhang. Someone's just put a concrete flag on top of it. There's no overhang on it. I'm thinking it's not getting used. We might just do away with it, take it out and then slate over it. Just save all these gutters and flashings and everything. Loads of issues there, so easiest way, just drop it. That's what I'm thinking at the minute. All these gutters are full of stuff. But it's good how the faience carried on. This needs to go. All this roof needs cleaning out and it is super, super slippy. Again, I've just had a check inside this windowsill's rotten somewhere around here. So we're gonna have to splice this windowsill. But we've got all this veg growing out here, so we'll get all them rooted out, get it treated, and then we'll get it all grouted up. And there's also a bit of gutter issues going on there with it collapsing. You can see what the ramifications that are. And we've got greenery growing all the way down there. As soon as we fix that gutter, this will disappear because it won't be getting fed. This pipe, we think, goes all the way through the attic space, and there's another gutter on the other side and then runs down here. We will put pigeon spikes all up there, all up that pipe, just to stop all this waste gathering, because it's a perfect growing ground then, and this is what you end up with. So I'm going to try and get rid of them pigeons or whatever's causing all this. It's got to be pigeons, hasn't it? It's nothing else. From the last time we were here, that bigger compressor, so we're just going to try this now and see how we get on with the cleaning. I'll just show you this machine that we're using. So this is what we've got. It's only a little thing, it's not no special water tank. We built this ourselves, it all just come all separate bits, but built all this, welded all stillage up, and it's just on pallet forks, so we can just fork it into the van. Got the pot down there, which you fill up with what looks like cocaine, but it's not. It's dolomite. Fill that up, and compressed air comes into the air cooler, through the air cooler, first water separator, round into second water separator, which is here, round there, and then down and out, and we've got a wayward pump, or which is a air-fed water pump on the back side of it, which feeds which feeds the water from the tank. There's all the lines for it. Just pull the compressor in and away we go. We'll get it all set up now and we'll get cleaning. So we've done about an hour there, got the pillar done. Down to here, you can see the difference. Cleaned and uncleaned. Just running across this windowsill just before brew. Absolute total difference. Once all this carbon and dirt has been removed, it's going to look an absolute gem when it's done, this. Anyway, let's get going. Day 2, back again. Nightmare yesterday. Just had loads of issues with getting this machine working because it didn't want to work. It was so infuriating. Morning, beautiful, absolutely spot on. Afternoon, I could have thrown it out the van. So anyway, let's go and have a look. We think that this little bit down here, it's getting where this pot narrows. It's jamming in here, and on this leg there's a vibrator, an air vibrator, and this stuff, you'll see when it gets a bit damp it kind of burns. So we don't know whether there's a bit of damp material in it or these water separators aren't working properly, but it keeps getting bugged up in here, and we got it going once yesterday afternoon, but we can't get going again. So what we've done last night, spoke to Scott back in yard. He's sending someone out with the DOF system, and we're going to try using the DOF system today, which is Friday. I mean, but it costs us a fortune to have this permit here to park the vans on the high street. So we need to know if this DOF system is going to work today, so that lads can come back down again next week. This weekend I'm going to strip that down, have a look at it, see if we can get it running again. But yeah, I'm just hoping this DOF system's going to work. We can put the aggregate through it. There is like an attachment that we've got that we can put the dolomite through it. We might give that a whirl. We'll have a look anyway and see what happened yesterday and how that cleaning's got on. So this is what we're left with. It's got a surface of dust on it. It has come up fairly well. A few little areas that's still got a little bit of dirt on it, but I think that'll weather in. And that's the difference down at the bottom. I was blasting when I was cleaning this yesterday. I was thinking, why is this black stuff not coming off here? And then I realised that it was a black band. And goes all the way across the bottom, obviously, to stop it looking dirty. That splashbacks that you get. But it must have been like at least a couple of minutes, just like, come on, come on, come on, and it wasn't coming off. But when you got the mask on and everything, you can't determine what is black and dirty. But then soon realised that, thinking must be black. It's not white Faiences. Yeah, super pleased with how it's come up. So I managed to get all this bottom side done yesterday and part of the deck above. Up on the roof, we've managed to get the lower floor's done and we're up on this parapet, but there is tons and tons of voids in this parapet level. It just goes on forever. Lads have had this little power washing gun out that's been using to flush all the joints out. You can see here where we've been grouting all the joints up all across here, and this is what we're dealing with, just acres and acres of voids all in the copings there. There's another one down here. It's like this joint here. How far are we going in there? That far, probably 3 inch. Yeah, 3 inch in there. This is the outlet that is going through. There's that 4-inch black pipe on the other side. There's one there, but also the gutters collapsed where that water is. All the timber underneath there is absolutely rotten and shot. So all that gutter's knackered down there. This is the outlet where the toilet is, and I had to put a bag in it to stop all the material going down it, but it is very small and I think that is leaking as it goes down into the building. Just been line pointing as well, this parapet on the back side of the brickwork, trying to stop this water ingress getting in through here. So this is one of the problems we've got nearly all the way down here, is this rubber is not bonded into the brickwork in any way, and it's still got the original lead underneath it, which you can just see there, but there's no flashing or anything. I think they've just kind of tucked it in and put a bit of pointing on it, like down here, hoping that that was going to seal it, but it hasn't done. Coming to the conclusion that this gutter is toasted. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to strip it out, because we've got to strip like 3/4 of slate back in December to get the gutter lining out. I think where it's collapsed, we're going to have to reboard it, and we're probably going to have to reboard the whole thing and then put a new liner in it. Whether we do it in lead, rubber, I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm thinking lead might be easier, because if we do it in rubber, I'd want to get rid of all the steps in it and just put one continuous run in, because if we have the steps in a rubber gutter, it creates weak points in it. But for the lead, it's ideal because you need the steps in it. We've measured them up to 2.3 meters, which is a bit long for what we normally would like. But we could just opt for like a chord 6 or something, chord 7. I'll have to check the lead charts and see what we can do with it, but I am thinking that this gutter's going to have to get done now. Lads are just on with changing all the slates over, repairing all the slates. They've already rebedded the ridge tiles on all the way down and done all this side. I think they're just down there, doing some down there at the minute. This is what we use for the jointing. It's just like a modelling clay. Ooh, just absolutely hammered it down. Finally got the ram trailer here, and we're just going to crack on and have a do with seeing if it's going to take its paint off, and then we'll have a do on the ashlar as well. Hopefully it's going to work. Well, worked on the paint, so it's took all the pink paint off, and then there's blue paint underneath it, but then there's a grey paint underneath that as well, which it doesn't want to take off. It has done in places, but it's like a epoxy paint or something like it's not reacting to the heat. Just tried cleaning this one, but it hasn't touched it at all. Took the paint off the bottom on the black band, but not touched this. Brilliant. Another problem. So we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with this pink paint. Well, I mean, we'll get the paint off, but still underneath it's going to look a bit dismal. Just thinking out loud, what we might do is when we put the new Victorian frontage on, we might just clad this pillar around to this faience here. Just clad it all in timber and then just put it behind the timber facade. And then I'm thinking down here as well, where we put these in, we'll keep that exposed brick one down there, but this one behind this box here, again, we'll clad that in between the two windows, because we're going to put new windows in here anyway. Right, that's it, we're done. Not a good day to do with cleaning, but we did all right on the roofing and the grouting. All that's kind of done now, so back next week probably. I'm gonna have a look at that machine this weekend, and hopefully get back on the next week, carry on, and see how we get on. Catch you later.